Inside Nigeria, keeping you informed on what matters.
Good morning, everyone out there. This is Tuesday morning, August 24. Welcome to Inside Nigeria for Tuesday, August 24. As usual, I am with my co-host Winifred Ogbebo.
Good morning and welcome to Inside Nigeria. It's my pleasure to be on set with you this morning, buddy.
Yeah, thank you. Winnie, it's a good Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
The day is good, the day is bright.
It's beautiful.
And of course, without wasting time, we're starting our newspaper review segment this morning with Nigeria's most influential newspaper, the Leadership. And of course, on the front page of Leadership this morning is the PDP crisis. PDP crisis deepens as court sacks Secondus as national chairman. PDP crisis deepens as court sacks Secondus as national chairman. Interim order restrains him from parading himself as party member. Party bigger than individuals, desperados. I am ready to defend myself, says Secondus. Winifred, the PDP crisis has taken another turn.
Yeah.
Probably for the worse, I don't know.
So unfortunate, but that PDP that is supposed to be an opposition party to the party in power
Exactly.
has not been able to live up to its expectations
And put
because
itself in order.
because of internal lack of internal democracy. So much wranglings going on in the party. And don't forget that we have 2023 in sight now. And party, until it gets its ass in order, I'm afraid, well, the APC is going to remain in power in 2023.
Well, I don't know why it has gone to this level because when this crisis became manifest a few weeks ago, the party machineries actually swung into action. The NWC, the Board of Trustees, the governors forums of the party, the PDP governors forum, under the leadership of Sokoto State Governor Aminu Waziri Tambuwal, all of them put heads together to salvage the party, and it was agreed that, Secondus will go, but at least there was a need for him to have a soft landing, and the convention of the party slated for December 2021 was moved backward to October, and it was agreed that Secondus will go, and he will not recontest for the party chairmanship. But
and there's another thing that I suspect is playing out. These court injunctions. You know, the court that sacked Secondus is in
Rivers State. Yes, already
and
the party are wagging.
The party's headquarters is in Abuja. So how do you explain this?
Well,
We also had that same case with APC chairman then,
Even Abga.
Oshomole.
Exactly.
Remember, he got a restraining court order in Kano court, whereas an Abuja High Court has already sacked him. So this is what is playing out. And before you know what is happening, we are going to also have another court injunction.
Even I on our program last week expressed worry about forum shopping by a politician trying to get favorable judgments at all cost. The Rivers High Court judgment yesterday, Monday, which asked Secondus to stop parading himself as national chairman, even as member of the PDP. You know, it's very, very bizarre. It's an ex parte order. You know, when you get an ex parte order, the judge does not need to listen to the other party. It's an emergency. We just give that order because people who have approached the court will say their interest will be
reliefs.
Exactly, their interest will be jeopardized if certain actions are not taken. An ex parte order lasts for 2 weeks, except it is vacated or you get a superior court order. This morning we shall be talking to the special advisor media to the PDP national chairman, Prince Uche Secondus. That is Mr. Ike Abonyi. He will be talking to us on the recent developments in the opposition party. While we await Mr. Abonyi to join us, we will move Winifred to the leadership assistant newspaper, the National Economy.
Yes, thank you so much, Bode, for that. We move on to National Economy, which is the sister publication of Leadership newspaper. And the National Economy today, Tuesday, has on its cover $1 billion foreign airlines revenue trapped in Nigeria, 19 orders. $1 billion foreign airlines revenue trapped in Nigeria, 19 orders. And the riders there, we have foreign scarcity affects repatriation of $143.8 million from Nigeria. Hike in airfares for tourists imminent. I'll take that again. National Economy. $1 billion foreign airlines revenue trapped in Nigeria, 19 others. And it has on its rider forest scarcity affects repatriation of $143.8 million from Nigeria, and also hike in airfares for tourists imminent. But
Well,
that is national economy.
20 countries across the world, Nigeria inclusive, are said to be blocking airline revenues in their country. Probably reasons,
Yeah.
being abused. One of them is forex scarcity, which is actually affecting capital repatriation to the tune of $143.8 million from Nigeria alone, and that's not too good.
Not too good. And of course, there's the impact again on airfares for tourists, and you cannot escape it. There's going to be hike in airfares for tourists.
Well, if there is a hike, well, it may affect tourism itself, and tourism is one of the lifebloods of the economy because for a country like Kenya, tourism is own oil. Even though in Nigeria we don't take tourism serious, we don't actually harness our tourism potentials for national development. But for countries who take it so serious, of course, it will affect them. And for even Nigeria that does not take it serious, it will affect us because as much as we don't take it serious, even the little number of people who come around to see one or two things in Nigeria will be affected. And if they don't come, will be affected. When they come, business activities will take place. They buy this, they buy that from different locations. And of course, you know what that means for the economy.
Talking about tourism, but I wonder why, because tourism sector is a high revenue earner for any country.
We take it serious.
But Nigeria is not taking it so serious. And
we have a lot of potential.
Exactly. We have many tourism sites in Nigeria that could have been a viable attraction for all other countries of the world. But we are not doing that. And look at that's exactly what also deep my morale concerning the artifacts that were supposed to be repatriated that now caused quarrel between the Oba of Benin and the state government over it. I mean, that one alone, if it had been in a private museum or government museum like the government was advocating,
it will attract a lot of choice.
Exactly. And have it seed inside the
exactly. It's also important we let people know that we have these potentials that are lying fallow and underutilized. Remember the Obudu cattle ranch,
exactly.
The Yankari
waterfalls,
the Kogosi, yes, in Ekiti State. We have the Yankari Game Reserve.
Exactly.
We have the Ashaka Gumti in Taraba State.
Yes.
We have the Mambila, exactly, the Mambila Mountains. A very, very good sight to behold.
Honestly,
and also the one in Niger here.
Honestly, we don't. I remember many years ago when I went to
Kainji Lake Park.
Ghana. Did you know that for every site you visit, not that they are so wonderful, you pay for it. They are also harnessing money from there. But Nigeria, we just let anything go. I'm quite sure people go visit all these places and free of charge and they are not bid or anything. It's something the federal government has to look into, honestly.
All right, we need to move away from national economy to our third paper on the menu this morning, and that is the Nation newspaper. On the front page of the Nation newspaper this morning is same PDP crisis we shall be discussing this morning, Winifred. And the story says PDP crisis takes new twist with Secondus suspension. PDP crisis takes new twist with Secondus suspension. Rivers Court Axis National Chairman Jegede Obi Bode George for chairmanship race. Well, this other rider is talking about people who are already warming up to contest for the national chairmanship at the next elective convention of the party. But before we go to that, of course, there are a lot of issues to be taken care of by the party. The party is enmeshed in controversies as we speak. And of course, it has to solve that crisis first before it can, move to the next level of electing a new chairman. Of course, this crisis may make or mark the party.
And don't forget that the crisis is coming because in view of the 2023 election in sight.
2023 election.
Remember a lot to do.
When the National Commissioner for INEC, Barrister Festus Okoye, appeared on this show last week, we asked him a similar question. That why is it that it is when there are important elections approaching that party will now
Exactly.
begin to have crisis, leadership crisis,
wranglings.
battle for the souls of the party. Well, the next paper on our menu this morning is, of course, the Daily Sun. And of course, on the front page of the Daily Sun, what is it?
Yes, Daily Sun. Daily Sun today, Tuesday, has on its cover, "Don't impose cattle grazing on states." Tambuwa, that is Sokoto State Governor, tells Buhari. Don't impose cattle grazing on states. Tambuwa tells Buhari. Insists on decentralization of police. Says Nigeria does not need a parochial leader in 2023. Like I told you, but it's 2023 in view that is causing all these wranglings everywhere. Don't impose cattle
this has
grazing
nothing
on
to
states.
do with party
Tambuwa
politics. This is a
tells
very serious
Buhari.
national matter.
Yes, insists on decentralization of police. Says Nigeria does not need a parochial leader in 2023.
This is a very, very serious story, devoid of politics.
Yeah.
This is a serious national issue that can threaten national security if not handled with proper care. And of course, what our Sokoto State Governor, Waziri Tambuwa, is saying is,
it makes sense.
yes,
He's reacting to President Muhammad Buhari's
directive
setting up of committee
to reactivate over 300
almost 300 grazing
routes across the country.
23 states
across the country.
Exactly.
And people are saying
many
this
people are
21st century.
reacting to it, like Femi Falana, erudite son, and even the spokesman for Northern Elders Forum, Abamen, also on channel yesterday also came up to say that no, it's obsolete.
Of course, this is 21st century. We can't be looking for grazing routes
Exactly.
that were, deserted
is the way to
over 60 years ago, or more than 60 years ago. And this is a federation.
It is.
States have their laws, and
besides
the
land
Land
use
Use
Act,
Act
yes, the constitution,
land administration in state government. So the federal
I don't
government only
see
has Abuja, the federal
exactly.
capital territory,
Exactly.
as it lands. So the president cannot be talking about grazing routes or grazing
You
reserve
cannot impose it on
in 23
states.
states. But then there is a need to arrive at a middle level ground.
Exactly.
Cooperate. Tell me what you want me to do. If I agree to it, I do it.
Exactly.
It will foster peace and development than you forcing an idea that I consider archaic.
It's you that imposing it on the state
Exactly. And I think
governments.
the National Security Advisor, the National Security Council, the Council of State will actually rein in the president.
What about the AGF?
Well, the number one law officer,
exactly.
oftentimes than not, appear to be a politician than a legal officer for the federation. And that is why we are having this, because if he has done his homework, if he has done his job, I don't think the president will be misled into making such pronouncements.
Yes, exactly what you said. That's exactly what the Senate spokesman, Senator Bashi, also
Ajibola.
said. Yes, I wrote him because he said he has studied the constitution upside down, that the authority, just like you said, is vested on state governors of Land Use Act. That even the gazette of these grazing routes was done during the Northern Nigeria era. So it's not subsistent on the constitution.
All right, Winifred, we need to go on a short break.
Yes.
When we come back, we will continue the discussion, the PDP crisis. Welcome back from the short break. And of course, Winifred, we need to go back to the front page of leadership and also dissect some trending stories on the front page of Nigeria's most influential newspaper. This morning, of course, below the masthead at our Wadibo space is PIA, Petroleum Industry Act. NAS didn't collect $10 million bribe from oil company, according to Senate President Ahmad Lawan. Before now or immediately after the passage, and in the wake of the controversy that trailed the argument for and against the 3% stake for oil communities or host communities, now came this allegation that some oil companies actually paid $10 million to Senate President Ahmed Lawan and another $10 million to Speaker Femi Gbajabiamila to help deliver to lawmakers in order to block the 5% proposal for host communities.
Yesterday, I saw the story.
Yes.
Too. Yes, and it made the rounds that they collected money.
The online newspaper also claimed some lawmakers
who even spoke on
who got $5,000 each spoke with them.
Yes.
We don't know how true is that, but the Senate President yesterday told State House correspondent that it's fake news. It's fake news. They didn't collect any money, but this kind of allegation, whether true or false, is not too good for the polity.
It's not too good for the polity, not at all. And considering the fact that there are so many bills that we have that lawmakers are alleged to collect money. But have you forgotten the issue we had with the former education? Was it education minister then?
Fabian
who was being
under President Obasanjo?
Yes, who was under President
Professor Fabian Osuji.
He said he was asked to pay some money so that he can be screened.
Money for budgets, yes. I remember.
So there has been so many, there have been allegations, even before now, leveled against lawmakers for collecting money for bills. And don't also forget the Cardinal State Governor, Malam Nasir El-Rufai's one. Have you forgotten?
When he was FCT minister.
Yes.
Also accused lawmakers of asking, of demanding bribe before his confirmation as a
So the issues have been there. The issues have been there. It's not just today on this PIA. There has been issues that lawmakers collect money before even screening, before they can screen nominees for positions, and also even for bills.
Nobody has been able to prove those allegations against lawmakers, except the one in the case of Farouk Lawan and Billionaire Femi Otedola.
Yes, the El-Rufai zone was proved now. You forgot it.
I'm not aware anybody was punished.
El-Rufai, he stated the
he didn't mention names.
Yes.
It remains allegation.
He was emphatic.
It remains allegation.
Look at what transpired. So it has always been there. It has always been there.
And I think it is important that the lawmakers actually come clean about this kind of
allegation. And they should know that they are representing people. They are representing constituencies.
Not themselves.
Constituency voted them there to represent themselves, not to represent them, not themselves. So whatever they are doing there, they should also make sure they should represent the common good of the constituency they were meant to represent, not that their own pocket. Because allegations like this have always been there, has always been rife, that lawmakers are collecting money, bribe from all these oil companies. And I'm so happy that though it took time, it took years, Farouk Lawan was eventually prosecuted and convicted.
Yeah, just a few weeks ago.
So, like the common parlance, we always say, local parlance, we say every day for the thief.
One day for the
owner.
All right, below the lead story on the front page of leadership this morning is an interesting story, rather disturbing and interesting at the same time. Below the lead story of leadership this morning. Below the lead story of leadership this morning. Diplomatic row imminent as DR Congo officials harass Nigerian diplomats. Bogu Embassy seized property. Diplomatic row imminent as Democratic Republic of Congo officials harass Nigerian diplomats, Bogu Embassy, and seize Nigerian property. This is coming less than 2 weeks or so after the molestation or harassment of a Nigerian diplomat in Jakarta, Indonesia. Why are Nigerians diplomats suffering this all the time?
It's so, when I saw it this morning, but what struck me was that Is Nigeria so, it's just like a lion. A lion is termed the king of the jungle. And no lion, there's no any other animals in the jungle. There's the lion. So in Nigeria's case, is it that what is happening that they are playing with us? They are, irrespective of
Are you sure
of
Nigeria
the
is a lion?
power of our position in Africa.
Because if it's the
They will
lion,
treat
nobody will
our
dare the lion
diplomats.
in the
They will
jungle.
treat our diplomats the way they didn't fit.
Exactly.
But it's not a laughing matter.
It's becoming a norm. And I think,
Honestly,
well, I don't think
I
it's
mean, what is happening?
I think the problem should be with us, Nigeria, as a nation. You know, in a Yoruba parlance, they say when you are hawking anything, it is the way you present your wares to people that the people will treat whatever you are hawking. You know, if you say my product is good, people will take it as good product. And you are hawking a product and say, see, this is my ordinary product, buy it. People will also, approach you ordinarily to buy your product. And I think there is something wrong with our foreign policy.
Honestly, because it's beats my imagination that just 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks or 3 weeks after the one that we had, and another one is happening just in DR Congo. Here, come on, this is uncalled for. I think there's need for us to, is it, how do you call it, do something about
In this case, Winifred, they said previously a Congolese, took over Nigerian embassy property, and nothing was done. They also say a diplomatic policeman, a Congolese who was supposed to be guarding our embassy, once burgled our embassy, took away things. It was reported to the Congolese government, nothing was done. And again, as we speak now, again, the diplomatic staff, when you say diplomatic staff, our officials, ambassadors, and the staff are also facing harassment from Congolese officials, which is not supposed to be. So if DR Congo is taking us serious, DR Congo ought to have acted on this, most of these allegations before now. But now that the matter is getting to head, I think it's left for Nigerians to address the matter the way it's supposed to be, or else it will happen elsewhere. We have seen the Jakarta, example, Indonesia. Now, 2 weeks after, we are seeing this one again. We don't know when it's next.
We really don't know when it's next, but something has to be done about it. I think it's high time the president beg his fans, to let them know that Nigeria is not a country, it's not a small country, it's not a menu that you can trifle with, especially ambassadors, especially concerning ambassadors, because anywhere in the world, all over the world, ambassadors are treated differently. They are seen as a representative of the country they are coming from, the president of that country. So it's not something, and more so, the ambassador was even in Nigeria's embassy, which is supposed to be sacred.
Exactly.
It's supposed to be sacred.
So we await reaction from Nigeria's Foreign Affairs Ministry. I don't think there have been any reaction so far. We saw what they did regarding the Jakarta
Which
assault.
was quite impressive.
Our ambassador and his official were recalled
Yes,
for briefing. So we don't know what will happen
that was quite impressive.
in this regard. Winifred, beside that story, is a disturbing story about Zamfara State. And of course, bandits strike again in Zamfara, abduct 50 persons. Very, very disturbing.
Very disturbing.
For how long are
You
we?
can see the caption.
In fact, as we speak, I just
Strike again.
got a breaking news that the Nigerian Defense Academy in Kaduna was attacked in the wee hours of today. Yes. In fact, the story says 2 officers were killed, while 4 others were abducted by the bandits. As we speak,
Nigerian Defense Academy.
that's Nigeria's premier defense institution. So if it can happen at that place, it can be anywhere.
Yes, it's safe. Yes, it's safe.
Okay, Winifred, we have come to the end of Inside Nigeria for Tuesday, August 24. It is time to say bye-bye.
Thank you so much for joining us on today's presentation of Inside Nigeria. And tomorrow we'll be having guests on the program to shed more light on some of the news headlines tomorrow. Keep a date with us. Don't go away. Bye.
All right, listeners out there, thank you for watching, for being with us from hour of 10 to this moment. Keep a day with us tomorrow for another edition of Inside Nigeria. My name remains Bodi Gbadebo. Bye for now.